and I want to welcome you to Juanita Strong Forever Projects page. First of all, I want to thank you for helping us bring awareness to gun violence, all violence, and wanting to stand up and make a change. My name is Erica Lolacio. I am the founder and president of Juanita Strong Forever Project, a nonprofit organization here in Alaska. But most importantly, I'm Juanita Raquel Lolacio's mom. A little bit about Juanita. Juanita was 19 when she was murdered and taken from us. Juanita was just a loving, caring, somebody that would give you, if she had it, you had it, you know. She was, the most I miss of her is, well, I miss everything, but her giggle. She loved to eat. She loved to make people laugh. She was just a fun, loving, high spirit soul. So on December 30th, 2017, about 3:03 a.m., I got a phone call from my sister telling me that Juanita had been shot. So in shock, I hang up the phone. Didn't even get what hospital she went to, so I just zoom over to the first hospital. She wasn't there. I zoomed over to the other one, and sure enough, when I arrived, it was all blocked off with police cars everywhere. And I remember getting through the blockage and getting inside the ER room, and it was like a bad dream. I felt like it was a movie scene, a bad dream. There was teenagers, young adults everywhere, police. I saw my younger daughter, who was 17 at the time. She was covered in blood. I ran to her, made sure she was okay. Immediately, the doctors pulled me to a back room. I remember walking down the hallway and my heart just beating as I was getting to this room. And I looked into this window, and there was my daughter laying on the bed with a hole the size of a baseball in her head. And I just remember dropping to my knees and praying, "Dear Lord, don't take my daughter, save her." And from that moment on, she was put on life support. She did fight for 17 days. She was strong. She fought. I mean, we sat there by her bedside for 17 days, and we watched her go from no movement to movement to no movement, to her head swelling over her shoulders and back down to her eye socket, her eyes coming out of her socket and back down, just, her head swelling. And unfortunately, they did declare her brain dead. And so on January 15th, 2018, they took her off life support, and Juanita gained her heavenly wings. And I was just, at 2:30 that same morning, I had just talked to her. She called me and said, "Hey, Mom, we're on our way home. We're dropping everybody off. We're stopping by Taco Bell. Do you want anything from Taco Bell?" I was like, "No, I'm okay. I'll leave the door unlocked for you. I'll see you when you get home, okay?" She's "Okay, I love you." I said, "I love you too, babe." And I hung up the phone. Never would I have imagined that would have been my last conversation with my daughter. I never would imagine that would be the last time I got to tell her I loved her, or her to tell me she loved me, or me to hear her voice. Because Lord knows if I knew that, I would have never hung up. And I tell you this story because it's heartbreaking. This was tragic incident was done by a 15 and 19-year-old juveniles that were upset with somebody else on the bus and decided to shoot up the bus. They fired 14 shots into this party bus that had at the time 12 other young adults and teenagers on it. And by the grace of God, Juanita was the only one that was harmed or shot. The bullet did travel through the bus, through the back of Juanita's head, traveled up through, exit through her head and out the party bus. And, I never thought that I would be me sitting here telling this story. I remember before this happened to me, I would see all these school shootings, all these gun violence, all these shootings on the news, and I'd feel so horrible for these people. And, and then as the story dies down, you seem to forget about it. And now it's me sitting here. And I promise to make a change. I promise not to let my daughter's name go unknown. Where does the change start? With us. We need to make change. And where does it start? With our youth. So that's how Juanita Strong Forever Project was birthed. Our mission is to reach out to these youth and give them hope, guide them, mentor them, give them resources, give them life skills, offer programs, just to let them know that somebody cares and that to make the right choices, Some of us are not fortunate enough to have good role models in our life. So our mission here at Juanita Strong Forever Project is to reach as many youth as we can and to help make a difference. And my mission is, if I can just save one person or help one person, then I know I'm doing my job. And I invite you all to join us in our mission. And, we're stronger together. The more of us, the more people we can reach. So once again, I want to thank you for visiting our page. Check out what we have going on. We want to thank you for your support, and we look forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you, and God bless.